intriguing, just beautiful. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, so we have a great mix of everybody from hair to makeup, celebrity, couture. So this will be fun. But before we start, we want to look back at some of the highlights from last night's red carpet. Oh, and that right there, that last look, Janelle, I mean, incredible. That was just a whirlwind of everything. We're going to break down each individual look now. Let's start with the queen of doing it right every year, every year, every year, Regina King.
Bow down.
Yes.
Bow down.
Absolutely. Yes.
Thoughts on Miss Regina King? She, of course, had on the blush strapless, one-shouldered gown. There it is, those crystals.
Versace. Yes.
Versace couture, yeah.
What
Very
do you
nice.
guys think?
I thought it was on point, modern, but Hollywood. I loved it on her. The color, the fit, I thought gorgeous.
Yeah, I think she looked like a winner.
Yes,
you know, I think
did.
she brought in that level of elegance that clearly we've seen from her for years now. And I
Yes.
love that her makeup artist kind of dialed up the drama on the eye. You know, when you're wearing such a pale dress like that, it's really important to balance out the hair and the makeup. So the fact that she did this really like lavender, smoky eye that gave an element of seduction, I thought really took this look to the next level.
Yeah, this is like what old Hollywood glamour is supposed to look like, and she just kills it every single time that she steps on the red carpet. But I think this year she kind of took it to a whole nother level with that asymmetrical one shoulder. I mean, the dress. I mean, it just all comes together perfectly. Like you said, the hair and the makeup, it just all fits, and she looks like even though she wasn't winning last night, she was a winner on the red carpet.
Totally.
For sure.
I think it's interesting. She's become really influential. She wore white when she won the Oscar last year. I think white has become a big trend this year. And also she's in trend with the asymmetrical A-line and the neckline, and also the blush color. We saw a lot of light colors last night.
Yes, a lot.
She looks so pretty.
And her jewelry. That's another thing consistently last night, whether it was in their hair, whether it was rings,
Amazing.
earrings. We'll get to that in a bit. The jewelry really was over the top.
Yeah, I
and
think she was
beautiful.
wearing Stuart Weitzman bracelet.
Look at that
I mean,
bracelet.
Yeah, I remember hearing that it was about $500,000 worth
Yes,
of jewelry that
$500,000.
she was wearing. And I love just how, you know, her hair comes together in this sort of like classic French twist in the back. But the front is left really modern. It has a few of those pieces left out. It has a little bit more of an effortless elegance in the front, but you know that there's that gorgeous structure in the back.
yeah.
I really, it just accents the
And you
look.
know what I would throw in about Regina? She owns the dress. She's not styled.
Yes.
You know, she's wearing
She's wearing the dress. It's not
Yes,
wearing her.
and
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Yeah,
Well
dressing
said,
for your
yeah.
figure is key. She has a beautiful
God.
figure. She
Yes.
knows what she's doing. Look at also the embellishments around the waist. It really really accentuates her shape. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's really beautiful.
It's wonderful to see a woman pose on the carpet like that too. You can tell she feels confident.
Confident, yeah.
You
And
know,
ease
she
with
has
ease.
Yes, there's an ease about it.
But
There's a
that's
stance.
also given, that's her experience. We all look at that and say, say, look how easy that is not easy.
That's not easy.
But it is her experience.
Right.
That's it. She's got it.
And I'm encouraged that there's a future for Hollywood because, you know, we still need the starlets and we love this
Yes.
glamour. And so
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
she makes me feel like that's going to happen.
Right. And this wasn't
Yes.
easy either because it was pouring last
That's
night
right.
too.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
like torrential downpours. They had to take out all their huge umbrellas.
Yes.
They were hitting the rain off the tents. So to walk from, you know, the car to the red carpet and still look that flawless.
Right.
Bravo.
Yes.
Yes.
So we couldn't complain about the rain this morning.
No, we couldn't. Yes.
That's nothing compared
Yeah.
to last night. Speaking of flawless and always able to take it up the next level each year in wherever he appears, Billy Porter.
Yes.
You wait to see
favorite.
what Billy's wearing, regardless of what. Oh, there he is. Fantastic. 24 karat gold feathers. And from what I understand, those shoes, so these lace-up platform boots, this was supposed to be a long skirt there, but they decided to go high-low because you gotta show those.
Yes.
What do you guys think of this?
I mean, I do love personally. I think it's Versace, by the way, but I'm not sure. I like what he's doing. He's really pushing the boundaries of menswear, and I do think that I think the key is to stay within evening wear. If you're gonna do that, just go full on, but within evening wear. I think that Timothée Chalamet made a mistake. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah. Okay.
He was there to park the cars.
Yes, he did.
And to change the tires. Because I don't think that is what evening wear is about. You need to stay within evening wear. I love what he did because he was wearing definitely an evening wear sort of like inspired outfit and breaking the rules completely. You have to break the rules. Menswear is boring otherwise.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But break the rules in a way that's not over the top and bananas, like a costume.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
No,
I
think,
agree.
Like,
I mean, it takes a
agree.
special kind of person to wear this.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
I'm
think
not
Brad
gonna wear
Pitt's going to do this.
and really, for menswear, you have to be Mr. Porter to do this.
Right.
Because,
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be a specific type of person,
Definitely.
and you need to own it and be super powerful and brave, because you are in an uncharted territory.
Yeah.
And
I loved when he did the tuxedo last
Yes.
week.
Oh,
That I
The
thought was-
Siriano.
Yes.
that
The
was-
Siriano.
It was really exciting.
on point. But, it's subjective.
Right.
You know, what's exciting for me to see about this look is that when Billy does something so over the top and has a skirt like that with so much drama, he keeps his hair and his makeup and
was just gonna
grooming
say that.
simple.
Yep.
The side part,
Yep.
the sleek strands, and then I absolutely love that he chose to keep his goatee. I think the juxtaposition of seeing
Yes.
that type of ornate gold with a little bit of facial hair, I think really gave a balance that's uniquely him, and it's the reason that we all tune in to see him.
Yes.
Right.
We do. And again, Kelly, going back, what you said about the nothing on the head, no hair, no hat. Like, was it the Golden Globes with the hat with the drape?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my
Absolutely. We had the
God.
peekaboo
The
reveal
peekaboo,
with
yeah.
the
Yeah,
the
Swarovski
Baha'i,
crystal.
Yes.
that was great.
Yeah.
That's
Right?
It was so
Right.
fabulous. So it's great to see him kind of just like own his look and not hide behind anything today.
I love
The grooming was very simple and very straightforward, and he let the rest of the outfit, do its thing.
Right. Like you said, he makes menswear exciting. And what was really funny for me is he was actually working the red carpet last night, and it was cold as well. It was only 55 degrees, so he posted a photo of himself like wrapped up in a little blanket getting ready. So it's like he was prepared for all types,
right, yes.
all
Yes,
types of weather. But
this
like
is-
you said, he makes it so exciting.
I do think it's a clear example of what red carpet can do for your career as
Yeah.
well. If you play your cards right, it can elevate your career. Look at him. He's really taking control of his career
Right.
with red carpet. And
With
I
red
think that's
carpet.
something that people need to understand. Red carpet is a powerful tool.
Absolutely.
It
Yes.
is. Let's move over to one of my favorites last night. I'm kind of biased though. Kelly Ripa. Of course.
There she
There
is.
she is,
There
baby
she is.
girl. Look at this beautiful, and Kelly tends the larger than life bottom dresses like this gown is just gorgeous. What are your thoughts, guys?
I think a lot of actresses last night took the black dress and kind of elevated
Yes.
it to a
Yes.
whole
It's a
other
trend,
level.
for
Yes,
sure. She's on
definitely.
trend.
She's definitely on trend.
The
We saw
asymmetric
Charlize.
neckline
Yep.
is there.
We saw
Yes.
Charlize do it. We saw Margot Robbie do it with the
Yes.
black dress.
Penelope. Yes.
Rooney Mara, but I think
favorite.
she looks absolutely beautiful.
And
I mean,
her-
they are like one of my favorite
Mark,
couples.
they're
yeah.
like, yes, no,
So
they're
cute
perfection.
together,
Yeah.
no?
So-
I love
cute.
Kelly's green drop earring there and the cuff on the ear there. You can
Yeah,
see.
to add the touch of color.
Yeah.
And I like that the torso is extended rather than having the ball gown come from
Yes.
the waist. I think gave her some height, which I thought was a great
Very
balance.
smart.
Yeah.
It helps you control the dress. The dress
Yes.
can be tricky at times, like with that volume.
It's a
Absolutely.
lot of dress.
Yeah,
A lot of
dress.
You know, Kelly's a really great example too of a woman who has a more shorter haircut, right? It's a little bit more cropped. So to see her kind of pull her hair back in
Yes.
that low chignon with a nice, right? Right? You know, Kimberly.
So on trend.
having a good amount of volume in the hair. She could have very easily just worn it down and kind of shaggy, but I love that they actually took that extra little effort to do a little low bun. I think it's a really, really lovely way to give her some height as well.
Yeah.
Show off her neckline.
And that beautiful ruffle in the front. Bring it
Gorgeous.
hair off so
Gorgeous.
that your
Right.
eye is on that. I love that. Perfect, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, next one. We saw a lot of blush, but we also saw a lot of pink last night.
yes.
Hot pink, Idina Menzel. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
She was an early arriver on the red carpet, and I was watching, and I was like, oh, this is how we're starting this off. I love it. Beautiful.
And those jewels.
Oh my God, the jewelry
Oh, the
is
jewels.
gorgeous.
The jewelry was
It was a night for
absolutely
jewels.
stunning.
It was.
For sure.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
a
was.
night for jewelry.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I love about what her hair and makeup from last night did for her was that it allowed her a little bit of versatility. So when she was walking the red carpet, I call this convertible hair.
Okay.
So her hair was up on the red carpet, and then when she went to go perform later, they allowed it to
right.
come and
Yes.
cascade down. So I love that she had that duality of the red carpet to performance. And her makeup, you know, Idina is a green-eyed goddess. So her makeup artist
Yeah.
knew what he was doing when he gave her a little bit of a purple smoky eye and that slightly fuchsia nude lip.
Okay.
Undertones are so important, and to see them sort of reimagined in this way that aren't just neutrals, but they have a little bit of a pop of color.
Right.
This is the right way to do it. Complementary
Yeah.
colors and
Complementary
really
colors,
accentuating
yes.
her
Yeah.
natural beauty.
It's beautiful.
I love that
Beautiful.
beautiful bow.
Bow, yeah,
Like
the
it.
embellishment with the bow.
It's almost like sashed around the waist.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a bow, but it's not a bow. That's what I like about it.
Yes.
I think it's
Yes.
like it makes you more sculptural and it enhances your silhouette. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
And the dress looks so cozy and comfortable, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does look
Drapiness.
cozy.
Yeah.
Persian goddess.
It
It
moves
moves
within
with
the part.
her.
And the
With her.
pockets, did she have pockets? I think she was putting her maybe.
Oh, I love
Oh, I
it.
love a good, I love
I
a
love
good
a
pocket.
pocket.
I love a good pocket.
Pockets.
Because you can hide a lip gloss in there.
Yep.
As a makeup artist, I love them.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, who's really going to put anything in a pocket?
Right.
What would you carry?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe like
Your lip gloss,
mints,
A
Mint,
lipstick,
yeah.
a mint.
maybe some nuts
sure.
because it gets so it's such
gets
a long.
it is a long
Yesterday
carpet.
you needed the nuts.
Yes, yes.
Because
No,
that was long.
I've talked to people on the Oscars
I
red
was like, where are
carpet,
the
and
nuts?
they have granola bars in their bags,
yeah,
things like that.
Julia
Yeah.
last night.
Remember
Julia
the
Butters
day
had
they
a
ordered
turkey sandwich, yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres, yes.
That's right.
No, it's the truth because you must get so hungry.
Right, it's a long
Can't
day.
imagine. I know that, and having to use the restroom. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, that's all right. Moving all right along. Okay, America Ferrera. What did you think of this look? Bright red gown, big poof sleeves. Of course, she's with child. What did you think of this look? Is this a maybe?
I don't really love it, but she's trying to play the goddess, Greek goddess, because of the empire waistline that I like, but I do think that it becomes a bit too costumey with the headpiece to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have done it 100% more without it.
Yeah,
Right.
so to your point, the hair accessory was a big trend that we saw last night on the
Right.
red carpet. And this is a Jennifer Beer piece, who
Okay.
it's super popular, especially in bridal. I think
Okay.
when worn a little bit low on the forehead, it almost takes a turn to being costumey.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too referential. I would prefer to see this like on the Met Gala red carpet, right?
Yes,
I think
yes,
this
yes,
to me
yes.
has that strong of a reference and isn't quite as
Right.
timeless as we're used to seeing on the Oscars red carpet.
Yeah.
I love the dress.
The dress is beautiful.
The dress is beautiful.
What if the hair was up to accentuate those beautiful sleeves?
Yeah, I think, and you can see her on the carpet. It's all about comfortability, right? And you can see her kind of messing with her hair. She obviously has extensions in there to give her a little bit of length.
Obviously.
Right?
Right.
You know,
Obviously.
Obviously, because
She might look like a superhero, but she has extensions.
when you go from your hair one length
Right.
into another length
I
overnight.
don't think it does.
Happens
It's
to me
safe to
often.
assume. Sure. Better said, probably. And that's the thing. You want to see her comfortable. You want to see her feeling like the best version of herself. That's what hair and makop really should do, and,
Right.
and wardrobe as well. So to see her kind of be fidgeting with her
Fidgeting,
hair a
right.
bit, you get a little bit of an indication that maybe not the most comfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
I think the long hair was a trend last night, like the long extension locks. I mean, we saw Penelope Cruz had it.
course.
Chrissy Metz had very long extensions
Yep.
in. So I think on that point she was on trend. trend, but like you said, I think she could have lost the headpiece, and I think it would have made the look completely different.
Yes.
It's just like they were like, oh, maybe let's add this on and it'll look good, and it just kind of backfired.
For me, it became a little
Yeah.
I totally
Backfired, yeah.
too cute.
Yeah, yeah.
But if the hair would have been pulled back, you would have seen more of the sleeve and the detail.
That's what
I agree with
It's
you.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Even if it was just a low pony, like
There you
taking
go.
that
Right.
straight hair,
That's right.
made it into
Yes.
a low pony, all of a
Low
sudden you see
pony.
the sleeve, you see her gorgeous neckline,
Yes.
her face, you know.
I could see that already.
She must call us. Please call us.
I told you the best of the best is
Just call us. We'll do you over.
I think it also took away from her wanting to show off her baby bump as well,
I
because you're just like
agree.
staring at that
this
headband
headpiece.
and all,
I
and you know
agree.
she's cradling her baby
Yes.
bump and
What's
like
going on?
Distraction
Yeah,
tactics.
distraction. Yeah, right.
You were speaking of Chrissy Metz. Let's
Yes.
talk about her red off-the-shoulder
yes.
gown
Yes.
with the draping. Really pretty, really
Yeah.
pretty. What did you? There she is. What do you think, guys?
I thought she looked beautiful. I mean, this was
think so, too.
this was
I
a big
thought
night
so.
for her.
Yes.
I mean, she performed for the first time at the Oscars. I'm sure she was very, very nervous, but I thought she did a great job, and she kind of
yes.
brought it on the red carpet as well.
I think so. The neckline, the draping is a beautiful frame for her face. I thought the color for her was also good.
Yes.
No, I was happy for her.
The red lip.
I know,
know
and the
about the-
hair,
I was
the
gonna
hair,
say,
the all
from-
Hollywood hair.
From a hair and makeup
Gorgeous.
Yes.
perspective, I think this is really one of the trends that emerged from last night, right? You always see classic makeup trends on the red carpet. This being a classic red lip with a sculptural and very smoky eye. She also, the hair is very old Hollywood in a way.
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
that they got it off of her face, almost like in a
Yes,
Rita
yes, yes,
Hayworth
yes. Very
type
pretty.
of design. Really beautiful on her. It allows her smile to be center stage, which really, again, with a red lip, is what you want to see.
But again, does the long hair, compete with the beautiful off-the-shoulder ruching there? Does it, or is that just my untrained eye that
For
is
me here,
irritating?
it doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
same because it's
Okay.
kind of
Yeah.
slept off her face a little
Right.
bit.
Yeah, and you're also
Yeah.
getting it because of the deep side part. You get one nice
That's true,
shoulder,
yeah,
and then the
yes.
other one
Yes.
strategically placed
Okay.
in front. I think
Yes.
there's a nice balance there.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, dynamic duo. They showed up together, old, legendary, not old in years, but old in tradition and accomplishments. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
Legends.
Oh, there they are. What did you think? There they are.
The new Rat Pack.
Thoughts here.
Listen, I just worked with both of them for a project. We did a cover for Variety together, and they are the nicest, funniest duo.
Of course.
They are obviously all good friends,
Yes.
and they
Yes.
always are making jokes with each other.
Yeah.
It's really lovely. They both love Armani, though.
Okay.
So they wear Armani all the time, and they
Okay.
both did. I think the Al Pacino always tends to be more adventurous. I
Yes.
love that long
Yes.
hair. I mean, I don't know if I could wear that, for example, but I think that he can do no wrong
No
to me.
wrong, yeah.
They're very, very confident as men,
Right.
and they know what they like.
And they're the kind of men we just don't tire of.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Never.
Really,
Never,
I
right.
still find them intriguing and
Absolutely.
you know,
Yeah, tuning
love
into their
seeing them.
projects,
Yes,
yeah, for
yes,
sure.
Yes.
There was a lot of facial hair. I don't know.
A little scruffy.
I'm a little scruffy.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm old school. Clean.
Again,
Clean shaven for the
it's,
Oscars.
Yeah.
it's a strategic decision going for the facial hair versus non-facial hair
Right.
moment. Like Oscar Isaac last night, for example,
Yes,
who had that
yes.
really great beard. I think it is definitely a trend for men to wear that sort of like salt and pepper beard. And I think it really is up to personal taste. And so if Al felt the best with his facial hair, great, go for
Look,
it.
and he's
Robert,
out.
you
Right, I was
too.
gonna say, he's
Whatever
out. He can do whatever he
whatever.
wants.
I know.
Yeah.
He can show up in his pajamas. He can be fun.
Exactly.
He can do whatever he wants.
Royalty,
He
red carpet
does.
royalty.
So watch out. Watch out. For we wish.
All right,
Love it.
This was a moment where you see it and you kind of takes your breath away, both fashion-wise and just life. Spike Lee.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
this
His
is great.
tribute
Get
to
it,
Kobe
Spike.
Bryant.
Yes.
I mean, just fantastic. And of course, Tanya looking stunning, his wife there. In the
She looks beautiful.
She does.
gorgeous.
Oh my God, a
Gorgeous.
sculptural
Wearing
dress.
one of the
to
dresses,
limit.
right?
Wearing
white.
Wearing white, yeah.
White.
Yes.
What did you
Side
think
part?
of the tux?
Oh, I loved it.
I mean, it's costume Gucci. I think that at times it could have looked a little bit like jokey, like not fun, but he can really pull it off perfectly. I do
Yes.
think so. I think that sharp tailoring really helps to make it look great.
Yeah.
And understanding the tribute, I thought, also made it poetic in a sense.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
agree.
his nod to the 24. So
Yeah,
yes.
I know this meant a lot to him when he did an interview on the red carpet, and they asked about why he wanted to tribute Kobe. I mean, he couldn't even speak because he was so upset and so moved by Kobe Bryant. So I think that this was just a really nice way to honor him at the Oscars, and they did so during the show as well. They honored Kobe, so this was just a really nice tribute.
Beautiful.
Tanya looks great, by the way.
Tanya?
Oh my God, I cannot stop looking at her.
Right.
Earrings.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at those
Absolutely
earrings.
Oh my God, and that
Gorgeous.
body.
And her purse, her clutch is gorgeous.
Yes.
We'll see it in a second. Right, bam.
Yeah, there it
Isn't that
is.
great?
Yes.
White was a trend
It
for
was.
sure.
It was.
Yeah.
I love ivory. I feel like you can never get enough. I think
Right.
it's
So
clean.
beautiful.
I think it's sophisticated.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
Right?
It is.
Okay, Mindy Kaling. What did we think of the Kelly?
I love it.
Asymmetrical bright yellow.
Yes.
Again, that
Oh,
one
yes.
shoulder.
Yes.
That
Yes.
again is a trend we've seen. And of course, you can't ignore
Miss
that
the
fabulous
necklace.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean,
It's hard to look at anything else,
right?
frankly.
It really is. Yeah.
And also with her complexions, the diamonds look fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really
think
does.
Her
God.
hair and makeup team consistently deliver on a look for her that is completely customized and very unique to her.
Yeah.
I love that she wears these deep berry lips, which
Yes.
of course with a marigold dress like that is perfectly complementary.
Marigold,
And then
that's
not
yellow.
so stunning,
Very
so
yellow.
stunning. It's so rich in tone. And then keeping her eyes, she feels really comfortable and loves to wear a smoky eye. And so this smoky, I think for her is just the right volume to give it balance and a little bit of contrast.
And there's the long hair again.
And
Yeah.
there's the
It
long
doesn't
hair.
bother me.
Yeah.
I don't know because maybe it's
The
in the back.
hairstylist for Chrissy also does Mindy, so maybe that was
okay.
why
Okay.
Yes.
decided to do that.
I mean,
Good insight.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Good
the
insight.
necklace is a statement piece.
Yes.
But I will say, when I saw it last night, it also looked borrowed to me, though. It didn't feel, well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's a
Okay,
statement
yes,
piece, but
yeah.
it didn't look like it, you know what I mean? Like she looked styled
Yes.
instead of.
Yeah, I feel like I've
Yes.
seen her in something like this before, the same type of dress, the same style
Yes.
dress.
Sure.
You know, I kind of want her to, I mean, the color is fantastic. I love
Fantastic
that.
on her.
You know, it's nice that she took a risk with the color, but I kind of want her to take a risk with like the style of dress that she
I think
that has.
she has such a fun personality, right? And so to see that sort of translated into some of her choices
Yeah.
would be fresh for her.
Definitely.
Yes.
It must be really intimidating, though.
Oh my
Don't you
God.
think?
No,
You always
yeah.
struggle. It's like, do I want to stay within my comfort zone? Should I take a risk? If I
Right.
take a risk, maybe it's a big failure.
Is this a show you take a risk, though?
I
or-
don't think so. I mean, I would love them to do that because it gives us more content to speak.
Right.
But in general, it's the most conservative on
Yeah.
red carpet.
And what would you
Yes.
say the red card? Would you say the Golden
Grammys.
Globe? Oh, the Grant. Well,
The
yes.
Grammys, the MTV Music Awards,
Right.
all the music
Yeah.
red carpets are
Yeah.
delicious.
Right.
And I
Right.
think it's also different to be a nominee, right,
Right.
versus
Yes.
a presenter.
Yeah.
As a presenter, I think you get your hair's down, you get to be a little bit more loose. As a nominee, obviously you are waiting to make that moment and waiting to take that picture that could be, attached to your name for forever.
Forever.
Exactly.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think a more safe choice sometimes happens as a result of that sort of
Absolutely.
like living on.
Yeah.
But I like what you said about looking borrowed. I mean, that's really tricky. I never thought
tricky.
of that.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell us more, Big.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I think as when you work with a stylist, and you're the experts in that regard, but when you work with a stylist, if I'm designing something, I want the dress to be amazing, of course, but I want it to belong to the person who's wearing it. And when I say belong, I mean personality and, part of that she can own it and not feel as though she borrowed this dress or
Yeah,
I
she
think
was
that's
put
very-
upon.
Right.
Put upon. I
Yeah.
think that's very important.
And the same with the jewelry.
And the same with the
same with the
jewelry.
jewelry, yeah.
Because that's having style and making a statement.
Yeah. I'd like to try on that necklace to see if I could own it.
If you could
definitely.
Yeah, I don't mind being owned by the necklace. By the way.
By the way.
Let's move ahead to Laura Dern.
Oh.
There were elements of this that I loved, and then there were some situations which I was confused.
Yes.
Armani.
So I love the beating on the top.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like the tassels hanging.
We were chatting a little bit about
Right.
Okay.
It's funny because you mentioned like the photo that's going to last with you forever.
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't know what she was thinking when she was like, "Oh, this is the photo that I'm going to take when I have my Oscar for Best Supporting Actress." It just, I mean, it fits her beautifully, but like
Yes.
you said, the tassels is just, it's distracting. She kind of looks a little bit like a cake, like a tiered cake. I don't know. It's just, it's not my favorite. And I love Laura Dern so much. I think she's
Right.
Yes,
fantastic.
love her.
This
Not
just
my
wasn't my
favorite either.
favorite.
Okay.
And also, she's looked so amazing in the past.
Yes, she Yeah.
It's so great.
Right. I don't think she's made a misstep at all this award show season, and this was a little bit of a misstep for me.
And I felt the bottom of the dress too was just fabric.
Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Just fabric.
It's just fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels a little bit of a flamenco heritage with the tassels,
Yes.
and it feels disconnected with the theme as an overall. What I love about her is that her face, she's a 50-year-old woman, she's beautiful, she hasn't done anything to her face, and when you see her, she looks so beautiful that it feels like something that I would love more people to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, to trust their
To
natural
trust their
beauty.
natural, because you
Absolutely.
really age and you really show your beauty. When you start altering so much, you just don't even know who you are.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm going with that.
I love that.
It's true.
It is
I
true,
really,
it is.
when I saw her, I just saw her at a show the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's just beautiful.
Nice.
And it's a different type of beauty that you just don't see.
Well, and that's a
Natural.
trend, even off the red carpet in general in life, you know, that the 50 is the new 30 and just au naturel and power to women. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's remarkable, and I
is.
love it.
She has aged gracefully, for
Yes.
sure.
She
really has.
And Geena Davis, who's her makeup artist and was her makeup artist last night, did a lot of type of skin prep to help her look like her best version of self. But that doesn't mean that she's had that type of alteration that so many of us have become really accustomed to seeing on
So
the red
what
carpet.
is skin prep? What does that mean? Skin prep, like facials?
So she,
and
yeah.
just
So
like-
last night, Geena used what's called the New Face on her, which
Okay.
is an electrocurrent machine that helps to lift and plump the skin,
Lift
giving
and
a
plump.
really, giving a
Oh, I
great
love this one.
youthful
Is this something you
appearance.
plug in and plug?
Yes.
I love the word plum, but it's not a fruit.
It's cordless, so you can travel with it. So, which is
Wait, easy, painful.
No, not at
Are you
all.
sure?
Not at all. Promise. I know that's why. That's how I get my cheekbones up in the morning.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
But I think there are so many alternative ways now of making sure that you're looking like your most fresh and best self
Yeah.
without necessarily going through the dramatically altered
Right.
transformations that you're speaking about.
Perfect.
Yes.
This one I loved. I saw it and I said, wow, that's different. The length of the dress. Zazie Beetz.
Yes.
I loved that it's not full length. Is it calf or T-length? What is that?
I would call it T-length.
T-length. The sequins, the hair, the neck. I mean, I think she looks stunning.
She does.
Yes.
She looks
does.
amazing.
Gorgeous.
Yes. And see here, I feel the necklace works.
Absolutely.
does.
Balances
Yeah.
the hair, is perfect.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
This looks settled. It doesn't look barred.
No, it's a complete
it.
look.
It is
Yes.
a complete look, and I love it. She has been wearing her natural texture
Love it.
on
Love it.
the red
Yeah.
carpet, and I am so here for it. I
Yes.
think this is how it's done and done well. It's giving you that half up, half down, so you get a little bit on the neck, which I absolutely love. And her makeup artist, Tyrone, did this really, again, another theme from last night, that
Okay.
smoky eye and that slightly purpley kind
Very,
of plum lip, which for her, again, accentuates her, I think, just beautifully.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
The curls are to die for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's something about it when you see this image, it feels to me that it's like from the 90s.
Yeah.
There's something that
Yeah.
it feels so
Yes.
vintage,
So
but
vintage.
like amazing.
But amazing.
With amazing, she's wearing Tom Brown, who's a master tailor, so
Look
she's
at the way
looking
it's fitting. Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the little pop of color just in the middle of the necklace and on the
Yes.
earrings.
Yes.
Very subtle.
Gorgeous.
But it really does.
She
It
looks
completes the
great.
whole
I
look.
think she looks
I can't-
fantastic.
The one thing I would like to see a little bit more
Okay,
on her is
yes.
just a touch more of body makeup. I think right on her clavicle and right on the
Okay.
tops of her elbows and of her arms. I think I could have just seen just a little bit more
Yeah.
from her.
What would
She
you do,
has-
like glitter, a little bit
That's
of
what I
glitter?
was
Like a shimmer.
asking. What do you
Yeah, a little bit of sheen, a little bit of argan oil, just something to kind of press into the skin. She's already glowing, right?
Glow.
Yeah.
But you just want that extra little pop for
I agree.
her. I think would have been
I
really
And
love
gorgeous.
now that you say it, we see it's missing.
Of course.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's like,
I would
Right.
have never.
Right.
It just
Yeah.
gives you a little bit of a light
I have
reflect.
to go get some argan oil.
I know.
Maybe I'll send you some. Don't worry.
Pressure is on to glow. Oh my God, take note,
We're all gonna
girls.
go home and just slather ourselves in oil and
Oil,
electrodes.
plump our face.
Now we know what's going in the pockets
plumbing.
of these dresses.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
okay. This is consistently her look. You either, I think, love it or don't. Billie Eilish.
Yes.
Yes.
Adore her, of course.
Yes.
She's consistent, though.
She is consistent.
Amazing.
I loved it.
Okay, love it, amazing. Kelly?
Billie does, She's consistent. I guess
Yeah.
that's the best thing to say, is that she knows her look. And what I love is that unlike a lot of gals her age, she's actually opting for a very clean makeup look. She's not doing a more is more is more type of a look, which I think is a kind of something indicative of that age range where they're just starting to play in makeup and just starting to see the transformative power it has. And she keeps her eye very clean. She keeps the skin very, very clean. The hair, this is actually one of the first times that we've seen it up in this manner.
Yes.
So I love that, you know, her hairstylist decided to put it up, and she has that hair accessory.
I love her.
Yeah, she has that Chanel hair accessory in the back,
Chanel
which gives us a
everything.
little
Chanel
something.
Everything.
Yeah,
Dripping in Chanel.
I think this is how Billie would do the Oscars.
Right. I think we would have been shocked if she showed up in like a
that
floor
would be
length
weird.
gown. We'd be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
who
yeah,
is this?
stop.
In a pretty dress.
In a pretty
right?
dress.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, this is quintessential Billie Eilish. This is who she is,
She's
and
true to
she's not.
herself.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yes.
she knows it's the Oscars, but she's not going to change who she is just because she's going to an award show. And I mean,
No, and she
it was
should.
kind of funny. I don't know if you saw her reactions in the audience last night when Eminem was performing and when
Oh, no, I
Kristen
didn't see
Wiig
that
and
part.
Maya Rudolph were doing
Okay.
their
Who they were
bits.
singing.
She was like so confused. She had
Right.
no idea what was going on. She's like,
my
who's
goodness.
Eminem?
No, that's the truth.
Right?
Who's Eminem?
Yeah, she's like, who is that?
I was 3.
But I thought, you know, it was a big night for her too.
Yeah.
She performed during
She
the in
did.
memoriam
She did
segment.
great.
She did
Her performance.
fantastic.
So did I.
Yeah,
performance
her
was
performance was
beautiful.
beautiful. It
Yes.
was, really
Also,
was.
when was the last time you saw Chanel as a oversized skater girl?
yeah,
Never.
never.
That really helped Chanel to be seen differently and engaging a different age demographic.
Right.
I do think that's really important for a brand, you know, to really engage a younger audience.
And the gloves, I mean,
Everything.
Everything.
She made it look super cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know?
super cool, B.
I think so.
Well, I think she made it her own.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that I give her credit for being herself.
Yeah.
You know,
That's important.
Maybe super cool is maybe the right way to say it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have loved if she would have maybe debuted a new hair color last night.
Yeah, me too.
I think that could have
What
been.
color?
Yeah, what would you have done?
You
with
know,
the
truly, I think
ivory
she
Chanel?
could. I mean, honestly, the colors of the rainbow.
Yes.
I would have loved to see everything
Anything,
on
yeah.
her, or just gone to a solid black. I think that could have really kind of maybe gave her a little bit of sophistication
Yes.
along with that Chanel. But again, it's Billie. Let her be.
I have
her,
to tell you
know?
that if she would have done this, it would have been really good to evolve
Yes.
as a moment of like
Yes.
a turning point in my career,
Yes.
a letting go of the green dyed.
Yes.
Boom, good idea.
I'm a Grammy Award winner. I'm
Yes.
here performing at the Oscars. I think
I'm
it's just
evolving.
debuting a new level
Correct.
of her career. Well said.
Billie, missed opportunity.
Next time.
Okay, one of our favorites, Tamron Hall. She looks stunning.
So
I know,
beautiful.
I know.
Yeah.
The black
There
and
she
white,
goes.
the beading.
Gorgeous.
Look at the earrings.
Yes.
Yeah, love
Earrings.
that.
Yes.
I just love the fact that she has her amazing cropped do, and that you cannot wear this dress unless you have that hairstyle.
Yes. Oh
in
my
my
God,
opinion.
yes.
Yep.
You need, or you'd have to have a very high updo
High
or
up.
something very sleek. I just love that you can absolutely see these two things working together intrinsically. And the fact that her hair really does accentuate her cheekbones. You know, there's a lot of glow going on, which I love.
Yeah. I mean, she's gorgeous. I mean,
Yes.
we tend to forget she just had a baby
Right.
9 months
What?
ago. I mean, she
Yeah,
looks
she should under
fantastic. Yeah, I mean,
Fantastic.
she's gorgeous.
Fantastic.
I mean, she's gorgeous
And black
all
and
the
white
time.
is
Yeah.
classic. I
Classic.
mean, you almost
Yes.
can't fail with black and white.
Yes. I haven't seen a dress like this since the late early 90s Gianfranco Ferre, who did a lot of pearls, embellishments in necklines. And that feels very like a throwback. It looks beautiful on
And
her.
those are flowers there on there.
Yeah, they are
Yes.
flowers.
Yes.
Pearl.
Yes.
Very nice.
Very
but I
nice.
agree, you need a short haircut.
You can
Otherwise,
also see those lashes from here. Too.
Yeah.
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 Lashes
She's giving
for
a good
days.
flutter over there. Love that.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, the next dress that it has some stories behind it, has a backstory. Okay, Caitlin Dever. Loved that. When I saw it, at first I didn't, and then I stepped away and I came back and I'm like, I really like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this look.
Well, this is repurposed Louis Vuitton. So it's kind of great because we're talking about sustainability in the fashion industry. That is the biggest topic. And you have someone like that, young, beautiful, being an advocate to sustainability. It really makes more of an, it's more than just a dress. It's a statement.
Right.
Yes.
And also, you can show the world that you don't have to wear something frumpy to be sustainable. This is red carpet ready. This is red carpet ready. She looks beautiful. So good for her.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, I think it's a lovely, beautiful dress, and the fact, to your point, that it is about sustainability, I give her credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of this whole look, I have to say. I love that her hair is giving you that very sleek side part, gives it a little bit of drama. The one thing that I would say is that she's also rocking a very serious and very dramatic navy cat eye. And I just think with this look, you see that right there?
Yes.
For me, I would have loved to have just taken that red carpet red lip and maybe done more of a wash and a stain and done more of a strong lip and kept the eye very clean. I think there's almost a aerodynamic quality to the eyeliner that I think is just a bit at conflict for me with the classic old Hollywood silhouette of the dress.
So you would have reversed.
I would have reversed it. I would have
Yes.
done, a little bit more of an emphasis on the lip, a little bit more of a softer eye, and I think that this look would have been like one of my best dressed if she had done that.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, like you said, the sustainability was a big trend. We saw Saoirse Ronan. She used part of her dress from the BAFTAs.
Yes.
Joaquin Phoenix wore the same tux every single,
If you're gonna do that, just wear something that fits you.
Yeah,
well.
right. But I think that she was very much on trend, and I thought it looked great on her. But I'm actually surprised that so many people are actually doing the whole sustainability trend because you always want to come out in something new. But I think it's fantastic. Jane Fonda wore a dress that she wore 6 years ago. Still looks amazing. So it's definitely on trend and looks fantastic.
Well, Jane Fonda came out publicly saying she's never gonna buy clothes again.
Oh, really?
Never again. She says, I have enough clothes for the rest of my life. I'm never gonna buy anything.
I love that.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I could.
That's a big statement.
That's a
Yeah.
huge
That's
statement.
Right. Yeah.
Talking to the wrong people. But yes. It was like, oopsie.
Right.
But the
New underwear, maybe. You know.
Right.
the shawl on the last look, the red shawl, is that necessary?
No. I don't think so.
I don't think it's necessary, and you almost feel like she's going to a wedding somewhere
I
or
didn't
something.
like
but,
that.
you know.
Yes. I don't know. I'm just being, you know. But I love the purple with the red. I think that's purple.
I do really agree with your makeup tip, though,
Yeah.
because we see in the runways we see a lot of lip, not so much hair,
Yes.
and lips is what's trending.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just don't understand who is doing this to her. Who?
Hold them
Hold them now.
I said
They need to
now.
come Glam Squad.
I mean, she needs to call me, hey, Caitlin, hey.
Yeah.
That being said, Carla Welch is her
I love
stylist.
Carla.
Who
She's
is
great.
She's absolutely incredible.
Very
And she's done
talented.
a really good job of, I think, really elevating Caitlin's looks over this past award season. And they've been very diverse.
You
right?
can see the influence.
Yes, you can definitely see her influence on her choices. And I think last night we just went a little too edgy on that eye.
Okay, on the eye, that eye.
Yeah.
But
Just dial it
speaking
down.
of edgy, and again took my breath away. Like, wow, I squealed in the newsroom. She's like, what is happening? Janelle Monáe.
Oh,
there
Janelle.
it is.
168,000
crystals.
Look at this, Michael. We are on the same page.
Yeah.
That's the first note I
Yes.
wrote on my cards here. Just fantastic.
Still my
Ralph
heart.
Lauren, correct?
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren, correct?
Yeah.
They have a good relationship with her.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Look at the glitter on her eyes. too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So her makeup artist, Jessica Smalls, I've known for a very long time, and this is a classic Janelle Monáe and Jessica Smalls collaboration, which is clean, highlighted and contoured skin. Her brows are perfection. I could take a nap on them. They're like they're the most perfect, delicious eyebrows. And I love that she didn't shy away from the fact that there was sparkle on the dress. She wanted to make reference to it on the eye.
Oh,
so
yes.
keeping it
I like it.
super, super tight to the lash line, you almost don't get it until,
then
she looks
looks
down,
Yeah.
right? And it just gives us a little snack.
It
It's
does,
a visual
and it's
treat.
The right brightness. You know,
Yeah.
it's just the right level
And
of
the
brightness.
back, is she going to turn, the back is out
Open.
of this gown,
Yeah.
open. Yes, beautiful.
Beautiful.
You know what I loved about it? It's so beautiful and she's so gorgeous, and she's not giving us until she turns around any skin.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And that's a really wonderful thing to accomplish.
I don't like it.
No!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He was
Because
not
you're guilty
expecting
now.
that at all.
I don't like it. I don't like it. If you give her a sword and a horse, she's Joan of Arc. Come on.
My.
It's
came to
true.
conquer.
She's like
She-
conquer.
yeah,
She's
conquer.
she's a fashion slayer. I mean, come on. I think that's a costume. I think
I
that
knew you were quiet over there.
I wasn't loving
quiet.
it. I
Now
just-
we know.
I am
Yeah.
so sorry. I love her.
No, that's why.
I love her, but
Love
I
the
do think
opinion.
that like the hood becomes too much. When you would look at the audience from, I watched the TV yesterday, you would see this crazy hood in the audience, and it looked a little bit too much. Because she is beautiful. But to your point, I love the makeup. She's wearing rhinestone in the nails as well. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I think that losing the hood would really help.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of big and over the top, I don't know, Alex, Sandra Oh.
Ellie Saab. Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
She was beautiful.
All right.
I just love her.
Yeah, the tulle is.
Yes.
Whoa. I don't like the dress, but I think it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
That sounds. I don't know if this makes sense.
Yeah,
this
was an oh no for me.
This
know.
was
Sorry.
I'm on the yo-no.
Yeah, let's bring out, come on, the truth. I want to
Now
wear
we're getting
it.
comfortable.
Now I have to be the trailblazer.
I'll tell you what I really feel. No. I mean, I
What
love
don't
her.
you like?
I think it's just too much. There's too much going on for me.
Okay.
Too much on the sleeves, then there's the bow, and then everything on the bottom too. It's like make up your mind about what you want to do. I think her makeup looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, I love her, but I think that this is just way too much going on for me.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised you didn't mention her hair.
And her hair, yeah.
Because I think that's also too when there's a lot going on. To then put her in an updo that almost has a mohawk vibe in the back.
Yeah.
It's a very intricate updo from the back, and kind of gives that sort of appearance, which I think could be really cool for something like the Grammys.
Right. Yes.
Right. Something that was maybe a little bit more edgy, and I think we're looking at this and we love Sandra Oh unequivocally,
Of
but
course.
Yes.
it's a lot. There's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, you don't know where to look.
I agree.
Yeah.
And frankly, I want to look right at Sandra Oh. That's
And
what I
then
wanna
look at the sleeves. There's beading inside the tulle.
Yes.
It's just like every idea in one
Right.
dress.
I feel like if you lost the sleeves,
There's no
it'd be
end.
okay.
If you lost the sleeves,
If you
it
lost
would
the
be better.
sleeves,
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Ellie Saab always go for maximization of everything.
Which I
But
love about
I
her.
love, but in
Yes.
this case, a little bit too much.
A little too much.
Yeah.
What did you think of Maya Rudolph? Oh, gasp. Oh, we have a gasp. We have a yeeks. We have a.
I liked her earrings.
Listen, the sharp bob is a big trend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Perfect.
I like the
And
bob.
we saw it with Natalie Portman last night as well, who
Yes.
also had her blunt
Yes.
bob.
Right.
I love the hair and the makeup on Maya, especially when you're wearing, again, a dress that has not only a bold color, right, that sort of tangerine
Yes.
orange, it's also a metallic, and then she also has those large earrings. So as a makeup artist, I would approach this and go, okay, do we want to lean into that, or do we want to give something super contrasting, which is what they did. It's hard to see, I think, in this film right now, but she's wearing a very bright, vivid purple eye, which gives you a really cool pop of color.
Oh, there's your pocket.
Keeps it fresh, but again,
She does have pockets.
Yeah, she does.
She does have pockets. Yes.
Oh, my.
it's a strong look.
Yeah.
It's a lot
I do
of
think,
fabric.
yeah, when you
is.
do
It's like a curtain.
sequins or any kind of sparkle, when it's all over the body, you need to be careful because it can look galactic very quickly.
Yes.
Galactic.
She
That's
looks
the
like a
word.
galactic priest of some sort,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I don't really love it. It becomes too much. It engulfs her.
Yeah.
Would you ever design it with that much sequin and
I
that
would
much
not.
material?
No. And I don't feel that the silhouette is in her best interest.
I
No,
agree.
I agree.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It almost looks like it was trying an
Yes,
attempt
she
for
looks,
an
you
old
know.
school Halston.
Correct.
Right, with that
A
kind
little
of
bit.
like
The
draping,
one piece, the
one
draping,
piece,
the one
but
piece
it
draping,
just-
yeah.
we lost it in execution.
Yes, I do
just a
think
bit.
the Halston was very body conscious, however,
Yes.
and this
Right.
is not.
Agreed.
And then
Yeah.
you would do it in a fabric where you can bias cut it and it would
Yeah.
drape properly.
Yep.
And, you know, but
Yeah.
this is just like,
She did say that the earrings were worn by Beyonce, so she was very
Nice.
excited
She did
about
say that.
She did say that, so she
okay.
was
So
super,
we
super
like the
excited by that.
earrings.
We
So
like the
they are
earrings.
good look. We do like
And
the
she
earrings.
was extremely funny.
She was. Oh my God.
She's
They've
so
chosen-
Oh my
quiet.
God.
She's
I
brilliant.
look at her and I start laughing.
No,
Yes.
Why is that? She's so funny.
Right. I mean,
I
they,
love her.
Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig should definitely host the show next year.
Oh,
I mean, they're
please, can we vote?
hysterical.
Can we make that
Please,
happen?
I'll make a call.
Please.
Yes, yes,
Make your-
yes.
use your
They're
contact.
so
Make it happen
funny.
for us.
I love it.
Okay, this one made me gasp. Geena Davis. I thought she looked
my God.
beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Oh
Wait a minute,
my
look at this
God.
zipper and that
Yes.
V and the pockets
Beautiful.
again. Stop with the pockets. But anyway, is that an overlay? It seems.
It does look like an overlay on
skirt.
top.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful. But the right balance, I
hair,
thought.
everything.
Very, very
I love the
chic
hair and
beautiful.
makeup
Yeah.
also.
It's
Yeah,
glamorous.
her hair and makeup. What's the pitfall of a dress like this being so fancy
Okay.
and very regal? asymmetrical could be that you can you lean into that theme in the hair and become, again, very structured, very fancy, almost bridal. And I love that they kept it really fresh for her, giving her a bit of texture.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. And that smoky eye on her, hello. I don't think we've ever seen Geena Davis in a smoky eye quite like
She
this.
looks beautiful.
Yeah.
This is one of the best dresses I've seen on her.
Yes.
That dress is gorgeous. I had to do a double take because I was like, oh my God, that's
She
Geena's
looks
Davis.
gorgeous.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at her body, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah, it felt like her
Gorgeous.
and her team both, everyone went, this is a moment for us.
is
Yeah.
right.
And we all are rising to this occasion.
Yeah.
And I love her hair.
Yeah.
I do too.
Right?
Simple. I like that length.
Simple,
too.
it frames her face,
Right.
it has
And
a little
not
bit of movement.
perfectly coiffed. You know, it's
Right.
Yes.
It has body, it has movement, it's sexy.
It's sexy. She looks very sexy.
She does.
Speaking of sexy body and movement, one of the winners that we've heard about last night and again all day today, Penelope Cruz. Folks love Chanel, Penelope Cruz.
Into Chanel.
Yeah.
There's a
it's
lot
gorgeous.
going on here, though.
She can do no wrong in my book.
But look at that hair
Yeah.
again. It's the
There
same
is
long
long hair.
hair.
It's that same
You're
line.
right.
And you know, Penelope typically will rock the red carpet and do a very structured updo, right? And I love that she was styled to have her hair down and
Right.
sleek and long. I think if anything, it just gives it this look, which is a Chanel look, a little bit more modernity to it. And
Right.
Hung Van Gogh did her
Look at
makeup
her. Yes.
in collaboration with Lancôme, and I absolutely think that he nailed it. I mean, that
Yes.
she had a slightly, sparkly, kind of shimmery champagne eye, and again with a more of a nude lip. I think she just looks fantastic.
She does.
Yeah.
And although there are a lot of elements to this, I like it. I think
Yeah.
it's
Too.
balanced well. The pearl around the waist, I thought was
Jewel at the
just
bottom there.
yeah, very chic.
Peeking out.
Yes, I,
I mean,
like it.
she. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think she's playing with heritage Chanel moments, like the Chanel flowers, the Chanel pearls. I do think when you do those things, even the neckline is very Audrey Hepburn. I do think that when you play with all these elements, you really have a winner. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because everybody can relate to the
It's
heritage.
classic
Yes.
beauty as we know it.
Classic.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Salma Hayek. Thoughts on the updo? I mean, there's jewelry everywhere with Salma. There she is. That headpiece around her bun.
So I think we're seeing a similar kind of theme to what happened with America Ferrera,
Right.
And with Salma. I love Salma Hayek. She is so spicy. I would watch her eat a slice
Every
of
day.
cake. Yeah, it doesn't matter what she does. But when it comes to the headpiece, I just think it becomes very costumey and a little bit referential to a Greek goddess, right? And she is a
Absolutely.
goddess in my eyes, but I think this kind of hits it on the head too
Right.
much.
Right.
Her makeup artist was Mario Dedivanovic last night, and he did his classic sculpted, contoured, high-lit face, which when your hair is that sleek and off of your face, you do need to have those cheekbones carved out for you. And he did a great job, but I just think I'm not looking at her face, sadly. I'm looking
Right.
at
the headpiece.
pretty much
There's a
everything
lot
else that's
going
going on.
on.
I mean,
Yeah, not
that
my favorite
headpiece
look
is
for
not
her.
borrowed.
Not
though.
yet.
No,
Let's be clear.
she can pay for that.
Owns that headpiece.
She wears
Everything.
dishes.
Yes.
No, exactly. She has like 10 of them.
That,
Like,
yes.
what am I going to wear today to do the dishes?
Sustainability from my closet. Yes.
She's definitely owning that. She owns that headpiece.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
Yes,
like
this
you
is
said,
not
it's
borrowed jewelry.
She's not borrowed. She
No,
owns it. She owns it.
that.
But I do think that what's interesting is she's wearing Gucci, and it's very different for Gucci to do a dress this simple. And the fact that she's wearing white, she's definitely on trend.
She's
Yeah.
on trend.
Yes.
But
It's
it's
really
like-
interesting.
Right.
Yes, but I just felt like it's not my favorite look.
No.
No. Like you said,
I
just too much going
Yeah.
on.
There's
The
too much
headpiece,
going
the earrings,
on.
the
There's
cuff.
too many things to look at
Yeah.
at
Agreed.
once.
This gentleman, all he had to do was stand there, and the lady soon. Brad Pitt.
Oh, there he
I know.
Yeah.
There he is.
So happy for him.
what do
I
we
mean,
think? I mean, classic.
I mean, he is what Hollywood is all about.
Correct.
I
Right.
mean, that is, you think of Hollywood, you think of Brad Pitt.
Yes,
and it's so
he's-
nice for him to have this moment.
He's our Cary Grant.
He is our Cary Grant.
I
Very
want
good point.
shorter hair.
I do.
I could, yeah.
Okay, okay, right?
I do
Right.
a little bit.
A little
I
bit.
hear you here. I really do.
Do you?
I do. I think there's something. We got the front right. We got the volume and the
Scraggly in the
structure. And
sides.
it's the back. It's almost borderlining on a little bit of a mullet. I think he just needed a
That's
little bit of a
big.
fresh
Little
trim in the
Yes.
back.
The front is
But when it comes to
beautiful.
men's grooming, and I mean his skin looked flawless. He was
Flawless.
glowing. That's how you do men's grooming right. You just make them look like the best versions of themselves. And he is freshly shaven. Kimberly, to your liking.
Clean face, gentlemen.
Yes.
So he's giving you a length in the back. You can't have it all.
I can't.
You can
I
know.
know.
But I like the fact he's wearing a velvet tuxedo, especially
love
done
that.
by
Very
Brioni.
rich.
Yeah.
He's the face of Brioni right now. And I do want men to dress up, you know, because we've been going through such a period of like not great.
Yeah.
Of like not dressing up, and he's really great.
Look at that
I do.
dress.
He's great, but I do think that he has the other side of him: the leather jackets, the jeans, the boots.
The cool guy.
The cool guys. That's why he has the hair.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
off duty,
Yeah.
he has like the dirty sort of like sexy guy.
And I'm glad that they coiffed it to a certain extent,
Yes.
right?
The front,
They
yes.
they
Yeah.
tried to give it a
Good.
little bit more of that Cary Grant, that sort of like
Correct.
timeless look.
Yeah.
But then the
But a
back
little
just
bit-
would not be tamed.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Caesars would have done
Yeah,
a
we
lot.
do have some sad news though. He did tell reporters that he is going to be disappearing for a while to kind of celebrate his
Okay.
win and kind
I
of
think
let it
that's
all
really
soak in.
nice.
So
I
we're
think
not going to
that's
see him for a little bit.
That's okay.
But
That's fine.
he deserves
That's
to
all
kind
right.
of
Yeah. I
take
mean,
some
he's
time
been
off.
all
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
All
he has.
over.
I mean, I don't want to
This was my favorite of the night.
Uh-oh.
Now, let's go.
Renée Zellweger.
Oh,
Yes.
cute.
Am I on point with that?
Yes.
Oh, totally.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
12
white.
fitting, 12, 18 something fittings
Wow.
this took.
I mean, it fit like a glove. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
Perfect.
I'm glad you mentioned that about fittings because
Yes,
that
please.
is the whole point of couture. It's like, I tell my clients, if you don't have time to do the fittings, then we can't do this particular dress. Because
Talk
it's
about
really
this, yes.
about it.
How do you get that like that?
You keep going and she has to keep going and going because every time you put it on and you move, you find another little crease that needs to be taken away.
Wow.
So that it becomes skin.
Yeah,
Yes.
she
It
looked like
does,
she'd been
yeah.
poured into that dress.
That's
Right.
the only way to do it.
Yeah, and I love the fact that her hair and her makeup has been, throughout this entire award season, really simple.
Yeah.
I think it's actually when an artist like her, when she goes under such a transformation, like she did for Judy, it's very easy to start associating that celebrity with the character in which she was playing. So the fact that they have done such a stark contrast to her hair and makeup looks on the carpet, very clean, very simple, very youthful, very fresh, it really does separate the celeb and that character in our minds, but given her, I think, timeless photos for this.
Yeah, I mean,
When I first saw her last night, I thought it was really simple. But then as you study the look,
right? Yes.
you understand that
Yes.
it's, simplicity that you have to achieve.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Armani does better than anyone when it comes to things like that. She's wearing Armani Privé and it's so beautifully fitted. And I have to say, white is a lucky charm.
It really
when
is.
the ladies, Regina King effect, we call it. She wore white last year.
Yeah.
She won the Oscar.
Yeah.
The two winners were wearing white.
White.
I've been with a star going to the red carpet. Have you guys done that before? When they're sewn into a dress, because at times they're like sewn into it, they cannot sit down in the car. So she probably lay down in the
probably.
car.
That
She
was-
was laying down.
Yeah.
Because it's
Or in a
very
standing van.
Or
Yeah.
Right,
standing
standing
van.
van, yeah.
in
A
the
lot of
Sprinter.
there is a lot of logistics to get that dress to the red carpet that people don't know.
Right.
I
mean,
love that.
you lay down or you stand up because you cannot you cannot
can't
do
move.
it.
Physically
Okay,
can't.
here's the deal.
Yeah.
The next
Yeah.
time you guys go
Yes.
to the Oscars, any award, I'm going behind the scenes
Yes.
and I'm going to
Yeah.
follow this and document that.
You'll see.
That to me
Yeah.
is fascinating.
Right.
Oh,
Well, we
there's a
saw-
lot of stories of car ride
Yeah.
accidents.
Well, we saw
and
Jennifer
like,
Aniston
Yes.
kind of
That's
gave like a behind-the-scenes look when she went to the SAG Awards. She was in her car and she was like just laying still
Right,
like
that,
this.
because she was wearing, she
The
was
white
wearing
dress.
satin,
Yeah.
white
Yep,
satin.
satin.
You
White
cannot
satin.
sit.
Even this year, Kelly Ripa's very frank on her Instagram stories, and she says, none of this is real. The tan, the hair,
Yeah.
the lashes,
Yes.
And I love that because people look at that and they go, oh, well, that's all, natural. It's like, no,
Right.
it's not. And
No,
that's
it
okay.
Right.
No, there's
Yeah, it
large
takes-
teams.
Yes,
And you're
large
sitting in
teams.
front of just a
Village.
small.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
Also, some of the fabrics are very delicate. Silk charmeuse, you cannot have any. If you push it too much, it's going to break. So you need to be very delicate in the
Yeah.
way you move.
Let's talk about Cynthia Erivo.
Yes.
Beautiful. The neck,
Gorgeous.
the hair.
There she
There
is.
she is. Look at that platinum hair.
Versace.
Yes.
I love.
What was actually really cool about this is her nails. She had Starry Night of Picasso on her nails, which was really cool.
Oh, I
yeah,
love that.
Yeah, so something that like
Things we learn on the red carpet
right,
rundown. I
just
didn't know
like
that.
little tiny details. I mean, this is absolutely stunning, but I love that she kind of,
And all
did
the
something a little bit
rings.
different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh my God! And the earrings, I
The
just see
earrings,
that.
no,
Yes.
that was one of the first things. Is I just was like obsessed.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And rings on her fingers.
I cannot get enough of this platinum dew and this smoky
Yes.
eye together.
Yeah.
The contrast, I think, for her is just absolutely stunning. And there's a bit of I don't know, a little edgy, a little rock and roll vibe.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And especially with the way that they styled her with those earrings and I don't know if you can tell, but there are sparkles. There's a
her
little
hair.
bit
In
of
her
sparkles
Yeah,
in
you
her
can see it.
hair.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right?
Yeah.
she's got like a little mini finger wave pattern, but then also those sparkles in her hair, which I think
and
mirrors
Kelly,
the bodice.
I think I see sparkles on her.
Yes.
Yes,
Body makeup.
we need a little body
there we
makeup.
go.
right?
Shimmer.
Little
Yeah, you can see it.
Yes, let that clavicle
Fabulous.
sing.
Gorgeous.
Okay, Rooney Mara. There was a lot going on
Yes.
there. This was black lace. This was cut out. The poof sleeve. There was a lot. I don't know how I feel about it.
I love it. For me, she's like a goth princess,
Yes.
and she wears. This is McQueen. It's beautiful on her. She's obviously in great shape, but it's just that balance between tradition and edgy that really works
Right.
for me.
Yes, I loved it as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is her vibe. This is
Yeah.
what she always
Right.
brings to the red carpet. She kind of has that like gothy type of look to it. So it's not something that's completely different for her,
Okay.
but it's something that always works.
And I think the
Yeah.
dress has, it's all connected. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like the elements all work.
I thought it was interesting to look at.
Yeah,
To me, it is a complete look, and I
It's a
think
complete
her
look.
hair and her makeup, I think, are the cherry on
Agreed.
this
Yeah.
cake. You know, the
Yes.
fact that she has such amazing cheekbones, and they're to die for.
Look
The
at
fact
that
that they're expertly sculpted, and the fact that she did a blood red lip again to that goth
Yeah.
princess type of vibe.
Absolutely.
It's just really dead on for her, and it's her. It's uniquely her.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can try this at home.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The team. We
You need an
You
expert
know,
squad.
the team, try it at your own risk. eh?
Yes,
100%. Do not
Natalie
attempt.
Portman, not only a fashion beauty, but a statement.
Yes.
Yep.
Big statement.
She took her cape off when she went into the theater, but walking the red carpet here with it, of course, she has the names of all the female directors that were not nominated embroidered there along the edge.
I love it.
Oh, I didn't know
Beautiful.
that.
Yes.
Beautiful, yes,
Yes.
beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
It
That
is
she's
nice.
like, you know what? We're not going away.
Right.
Yeah.
What do we think of the dress?
I mean, it's Dior Couture. I love it. I do like the goddess references with the robe, gold robe belt, and the embellishments on the front. I wish I could have seen it, though. I do think that the cape, I love the statement, but it covers a lot of the dress.
Yeah,
Right.
it
If
does.
it were my dress, I wouldn't be happy.
No. I mean, I do
cover it
think
up
that
like
I'm
that.
sure
Cover it
it's
up,
beautiful. I love the hair is so on trend with the bob.
Yes, I like
Great.
the hair.
But I wish I saw more.
Is the dress green?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it is
yeah,
green.
beautiful.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
So there was some green showing up last night.
There
as
was,
well.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I have
Yeah.
to say
Greta
that
Gerwig.
Fashion
Greta
Week
Gerwig,
is
yeah.
happening at present, and today and yesterday, and we've seen a lot of green evening wear.
Yeah.
Florence Pugh had an amazing green tiered
Yes.
a
Yes.
dress
Yes.
that I thought was beautiful.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
I think we have that look.
Yeah.
There she
Yeah,
is.
there she
Yeah.
is.
I
Oh.
love
Beautiful.
that. Look at that. And when it comes to hands down, that skirt. Look at that.
Yeah.
Bea, what do you think?
I like it.
Am I okay with liking
You
that?
are okay.
I have to check with you.
Yes.
Approved.
I even like the belt.
Yes.
I love it all.
Yes,
Yes.
I do too.
Yeah.
And the
She's
jewels.
rocking one of the trends from last night, which is a very sleek but still intricate updo. I think we just saw it on Rooney. We're seeing it again on Florence now. You know, when you're wearing such an intricate dress that has all those tiers and all those layers, and then she has this gorgeous, amazing necklace. Hello.
I need a necklace.
Yeah, on another level.
Love the necklace here.
I love
Yes.
that they took that direct reference of the necklace with that little twist and actually incorporated it into her hair.
Yeah,
to
that's
the
a good
front
point.
piece.
That is cool.
A very good point.
Yeah, you can just tell that it was well thought out and
Thought
well
out, yes.
And a
executed.
total look.
A
Yeah.
total
Total
look.
look.
A total
look.
look.
And
Yes.
she's young.
Beautiful.
You guys, she's
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, she
super
is
young,
super
and I
young.
think that this is a very
Adorable.
fresh look.
And she looks young. You know,
Yeah.
she's
She
does
not-
look young,
She's not
yeah.
playing grown up.
Right.
I think the shortest skirt makes her look
Yes.
younger. It's an LV look. It's beautiful. I love the green, but I love seeing the roots on her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
something more rock and roll about
Definitely.
it.
It
It gives you a
Right.
total edge.
Yeah.
And that's all planned.
Right.
It's all planned. She looks really nice, but I
Yeah.
like the shorter front.
I do.
Charlize Theron.
That's my
and the
number.
guy.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Okay,
I love
Right,
it.
I
I
love
love
it.
it,
I
but I
love
don't
it.
know if
Not
it's
my
my number
number
one.
one. Not
I'm
my
not
number one.
sure.
Well, I
Okay.
think when I say my number one, it's because, for me, she's Hollywood. It's the totality of her look from
Yeah.
head to toe.
She's gorgeous.
She is.
She
Look
can
at
do
that
no
leg.
wrong. I think I have a crush on her.
Yes. Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
one to have a crush on. And that necklace to die
I
for.
mean,
Yeah.
just look at her.
I think this haircut will be the haircut that prompts a million women to go and try and achieve this.
It's hard to pull off.
It is. It really is.
Proceed
She
with
is such a
caution.
tall woman. She has such a
Gorgeous.
long neck, and her team has really done her right this entire season. They've kept the hair super sleek with that super, you know, dramatic side part. Her makeup is always simple, but always note perfect. It always just, again, it accentuates her. It's not too smoky though. I think we could have taken kind of a left turn if we would have done a dramatic smoky eye, which you could do with a black dress like this, but she doesn't need it.
Right. Does she have a hair accessory in the back of it?
Yes, she's pulling, it's pulling the hair together.
Beautiful. I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and talking about jewelry, I don't know, she probably doesn't own this Tiffany jewel, but it's gorgeous.
But she is owning it.
Right,
She's owning it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful Tiffany necklace. It must be worth a fortune, but it really works with the
By the time the night
neckline.
is over, she might own it.
Oh, she might.
Yeah.
She might own
Here.
it. No, but
Let
like,
me ask you guys, looking as we wrap up, looking ahead to next year,
Yes.
what do you think, each of you think, in your area of expertise, will be the next trend or what we should look for next year? Alex, you start.
okay, so I do think that it's interesting that we saw black and white, but I'm hoping we're going to see bright colors. I think it's always the same. We've seen a lot of flush and pastels and light colors, but when we saw that lady in green, she looked amazing. So I do think we're going to see bright colors next year. I'm hopeful for
I'm all
that.
for that.
'Cause I love
bright
color.
colors. Me too.
I agree, because we did see a lot of neons in the beginning of the season,
Correct.
and we thought that we would kind of have that kind of roll over into Oscars. But like you said, it's the Oscars. Everybody kind of plays it a little bit safe. You don't want to take too big of a risk. But yes, the neon colors, maybe some blues. But you know, it's the Oscars, so we are going to see those classic looks. We're going to see those people taking those little black dresses and kind of amping it up a little bit. So I don't know. I think it will still be simplistic, but also elegant.
Elegant. Yes.
Agreed.
Kelly?
I think what we'll see is kind of two trends starting to emerge in hair and makeup. One, the reinvented classics. So taking things like an old Hollywood wave, but maybe making it on a bob. So something that's a little bit more edgy, a little bit more fresh. But then also, I think to your points about neon and trend, that's going to come into makeup. We're going to see some pops of color on the eye. I think we saw it a little bit tonight, and I think that everyone's dipping their toe in to see how far they can go. Let's hope next year we get some real fun electric eyes.
Okay. B, what would you?
I would say, you know, as I'm working on my collection for 2020
Yay, get it.
it's lots of color.
Color.
It really is. And, you know, I'm a New Yorker. We're in black all the time. And, you know, I'm at the mill and you're looking at color, but it really is appealing. So I think that we'll see lots of color, and the idea of dressing up is going to feel very modern. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
all
you.
for
Thank
being
you.
here.
This is so
You guys are
fun.
fantastic. Love it, love it. All the tips and the new stuff we've learned. It's fantastic. I'm Kimberly Richardson. Another year of the Red Carpet Rundown. I'll see you next year. Bye.
This has been the Red Carpet Rundown, sponsored by Mercedes-Benz.